Hello everyone, back with an EDD update. Recapping the top stories for the week, as more PUA documentation requests continue to go out, we are hearing of more reports of claimants having their submitted documents incorrectly rejected. Meanwhile, the next batch of overpayment notices have gone out, and 100,000 claimants have been identified eligible for PUA retroactive payments. Now, as the EDD continues to send out those PUA documentation requests to nearly 1 million former PUA claimants, a majority have indicated their documents were in fact accepted. However, a sizable amount continue to report their documents are being rejected for unknown reasons. This specifically includes federal tax returns. If your documents were rejected, specifically those federal tax returns with the Schedule Cs, you will want to contact the EDD by phone before filing an appeal, as it is very likely a Tier 2 rep will be able to reverse the disqualification over the phone. Do remember the tax returns submitted need to be from the year before you originally filed for PUA, so 2019 returns for those who filed for PUA in 2020, and 2020 returns for those of you who filed PUA in 2021. Now, if you did not file your taxes with the IRS and plan to send those tax returns to the EDD to fulfill the documentation request, you will want to file those first with the IRS. Do not send the EDD a copy of an IRS tax return that has not been transmitted to the IRS. Meanwhile, we continue to hear additional reports of claimants receiving those overpayment notices from the EDD, indicating they now owe the state for funds they previously received from an unemployment claim. Now, the reason for the overpayment notices will depend on the type of claim you were on previously. You will have the ability to appeal these notices and request an overpayment waiver. If you receive an overpayment notice and were on a PUA claim, the likely reason is the EDD did not receive documentation they previously requested, such as income verification, or the documents submitted were rejected as what is happening as a result of the work history documentation requests that are currently going out. If you receive an overpayment notice and were previously on a regular UI, PEUC, or FEDD claim, then the likely cause of your notice is due to a former employer disputing your unemployment claim, mainly the reason on why you are no longer employed, or a claimant was earning wages at the same time they were collecting unemployment benefits and not informing the EDD about such wages. And finally, the EDD has identified 100,000 claimants eligible for retroactive PUA benefits for benefit weeks before September 4th. These 100,000 claimants were previously denied 1 week or more of benefits and are now eligible because of expanded eligibility to the PUA program, which includes employees who were laid off from a business partially closed rather than fully closed, as was the rule before, as well as employees who refused to work at a work site that was not compliant with COVID-19 safety standards, or school employees whose usual work schedule was directly affected by COVID-19. If you're one of those eligible, you will see an option to complete a PUA reassessment form when logging into your UI online account. Make sure to do that as soon as you see it. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on that subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.